Hello, and welcome to Unlimited Appetizers, the show where we simulate killing time while waiting for your food at a restaurant. I'm your host, Erin.
And I'm your McChicken enthusiast, Mancha.
Of course you are.
I had a McChicken today. It was very good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sushi.
I had a McChicken and I had an Arby's sandwich.
So you went, like, both places?
To be fair, to be clear, I did not purchase the McChicken for myself.
You were given a McChicken.
I was gifted the McChicken.
Who gifted you a McChicken?
My mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had that at work with
Mhm.
I seem to keep finding myself getting takeout on the days that we record, and I'm wondering if that's just going to become like a thing.
I think it's a thing. It always happens to me because I have to be in the office, and then sometimes I want dinner like after that when I get out. But yeah.
Well,
how was your week?
My week was good. I figured out the whole jury duty thing.
Okay.
I asked them to move it to June, and they were like, "Yeah, if you just want it moved, that's easy. We can do that. The hard part is if you want to just like get out of it completely." So I moved it, which is good because like they wanted to like they had pushed it back to a date that was like really really inconvenient for like several reasons. Largely because it was like the day of like graduation, and I really want to be there because that's my homeroom currently.
Mm-hmm.
So we're good. I'm free. That's literally all I care about. That's pretty much all my week has been.
That's good. That's good. I am getting back into my weird interests. Like I was at Five Below the other day and I got a Sudoku puzzle book.
Oh shit. Those are so much fun.
I used to be so into Sudoku when I was a kid. My grandparents would take me to Pizza Hut and we would sit in the Pizza Hut and do Sudoku puzzles together. And I always loved doing them, and I saw the book and I was like, ooh, I want this. But it was cool because it had like smaller ones too that were like super easy, and some of them I could do in like 10 seconds. Yeah, it was cool. And they had like a little timer box, so I was just like doing that. I did Sudoku puzzles for like 3 hours the other day, dude.
It's really fun. Like I have an app on my phone with Sudoku. It's really fun like seeing how fast I can do an easy puzzle on that. Yeah. I haven't played in a while.
It's been probably years for me, but I was like having so much fun with it. And I bought another puzzle I want to do, but this is my puzzle table, so couldn't put it out until after this was over.
Yeah, you have a very short window to do puzzles. Comparatively, I started a puzzle I don't know how long ago, and it's still on that table. I don't use that table for anything. It's now the puzzle table, and it has a mostly unfinished puzzle on it.
Yep, that happened to me. I had family visiting, and I had a 3,000-piece SpongeBob puzzle that I was partially done with. And I had to put it all back in the box because I was like, we need to eat at that table and stuff, and I can't have that out. And I don't know, when I take it back out, I kind of want to split up all the pieces again because some of them were still together. But like, I feel weird if I don't do it like start to finish from like nothing to the end. But like, I'd spent like hours on it, so I like feel kind of bad. But whatever.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Puzzle wise, I've been really into like I've been doing like Wordle and like Wordle adjacent games. Like there's some math ones I'm doing. There's one where you have to find 5 words in a square, and that one's really messed up. There's one where you have to guess a word based on like the words you guess, like how related to the other word like that one is. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them. I've been playing a lot of those, and to the point where like part of my night routine is I go to bed after like the clock has ticked over to midnight, and then I do everything for the morning, and then I go to bed.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I've been doing it like at night.
I've done that with
go to sleep routine.
I've done that with the Fire Emblem app a few times. If I'm up past 2 a.m., that's when it rolls over, and I'm like, ooh, I can do all my dailies, and then I'm like, I should probably go to bed if I'm doing the stuff that doesn't kick in until 2 a.m.
Yeah, my dailies. So I play Pokemon Masters. I save my dailies for like lunch at work because that is like structured downtime because it's a school, not like suggested downtime. So half the time I'm kind of just messing around on my phone, and usually it's just doing dailies on that.
Yeah, fair.
Can we talk about how nice it is? So like there was a new banner up this week for Pokemon.
For Pokemon Masters.
Yeah, there's a new banner for a new character that they dropped. I don't really care about the character, but it's really good in the game. So
That just happened with Fire Emblem. There's a character that's like more broken than the currently most broken character that's coming out, and it's like very exciting.
Yeah, like I play the game a very specific way where there's like basically there's three like types of characters where you have like your attackers, your supports, and then like the tech characters, which are like we do other things like like status effects or whatever. But I focus on like wanting supports and attackers, so I'm trying to collect a bunch of supports. He's a support. I throw like a bunch of gems at it to get an 11 pull, and he's the first one in the band. He's the first one I pull.
That's nice.
And that's happened like 3 times in a row now for like not 3 in a row. 3 out of the past 5 like new banners that they put up, I've gotten the character in the first one.
The one that just came up for Fire Emblem has, if you spend a certain amount and you have the pass, which I just bought, the like subscription thing, you can pick one guaranteed. So I know I will get it, and I have so much like game currency right now, so I'm like excited because they don't all work like that, and there's been ones where I've thrown like months of saved currency into it and not gotten it. It's very frustrating, but I know
to spend a ton to get to that amount in Pokemon.
Yeah,
it's like upwards of like I'd say like 36,000 of those currencies, I think, to get the guaranteed. It's around,
I don't know what
like
the
40,
scale
000.
is. I only
It's
played that game for like a
40,000.
week. Okay.
The currency is 1 pull is 300.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, so that's a lot.
So it's like 40. It's like over 40, not over 40, over 400 pulls, I think.
Dang. Yeah, that's
it's something absurd. I don't know how to do math. Let me be very clear. I know that number I just said is wrong. It's not 400. I'm very aware of this fact.
I know how to do math, but I don't have the information that you have.
It's around 120. I refuse to actually try and do the math. You can't make me.
All right, so our first segment today, this is kind of a weird idea that Mancha had. To create kind of like our own MCU. So we decided to each come up with like a really like dumb superhero, and then we're gonna just kind of like go off of that and figure out how they would interact with each other and any other characters that might be relevant.
Start building our Unlimited Appetizer cinematic universe.
Yeah.
This is such a dumb idea, and I'm really excited for this.
It'll either be like really dumb or funny or both.
Hopefully both.
Yeah.
We're going for both. I'll take one of the two. I'm going for both. Do you want to do your pitch for your character first?
I kind of want you to do yours first because I feel like you're more confident, and I can like kind of gauge by how you do it.
You can figure out if we need to like stop and cut the episode.
If I need to be like,
start
all
over
right,
later.
Yeah, I need to like go back to the drawing board because this one sucks. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So, my hero's name, her name is, we'll get to her superhero name later because that's a secret because it's a pun. We'll get there. Her name is Penelope, Penelope Campbell. She was at the beach one day and put on some like super duper strong like super high SPF sunscreen.
Okay.
And it like caused a weird chemical reaction in her skin that gave her superpowers. So she has the character concept that I want to come up with is vacation themed superhero.
Okay.
And I came up with this idea, and then I immediately like texted Erin earlier today. Like, I've come up with a very Erin coded superhero.
Yeah, you said this character's like me, and you're telling me like they're really pale.
I don't think they're like. I don't think they're like you. Okay. I think that there are a lot of similarities. Notably, like the costume, which is just like I'm thinking very much like the beach vacation vibes, and that's kind of like what I'm pulling at. Her superhero name is Penny Colada. Her name's Penelope. So She has.
I'm mad because I'm literally drinking Malibu right now.
Yes.
I'm angry
There we
that
go.
you're right.
I told you. I'm never wrong. Okay, so couple of like mixed vacation themed powers. The big thing is like her tanned skin is like very strong and like can repel like attacks and damage in the sun. When it's like overcast or when it's raining, she loses that ability. Additionally, if she is maintaining a light alcoholic buzz, she has a couple like other powers. Like she can, not like on super high levels, but she has like an amount of like control over like sand and salt water. She has a like a high-tech beach umbrella that she fights with.
Okay.
And she also like especially like while maintaining like a light buzz, has a like calming aura that like soothes civilians in her vicinity.
Okay.
So her costume is just like, it's just beachwear. It's just like, Hawaiian shirt, like a like, a long beach skirt. She is like, doesn't take off the sunglasses.
Okay. Hawaiian
like,
shirt, Erin coated. Yes. Would you
right?
say that I have a calming aura that soothes people around me?
It was some of it, okay? Not all
that
of it,
one though.
right? That's the not Erin one. That's how I made it different from Erin.
I like that you're like, Erin, this character reminds me a lot of you. She drinks a lot and she wears a Hawaiian shirt. Thanks. That's what I am to you.
Listen, no, I created a pina colada themed character, and like in several chats you have had like pina colada emoji names. You can't get after me for this.
You don't
Erin.
expose me like this. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Mine's stupid in a similar vein.
And her
is that
her other weakness is that she hates having to do work. She I didn't write out a like nemesis, but I imagined it would be like just big business.
Big business. Okay. Okay. All right. We ready for mine?
Yes.
All right, so my guy, his superhero name is the Allergist, and his backstory is that he had like very mild seasonal allergies, and he was getting allergy shots for them, and he was cured, but he has like anxiety, and he became paranoid that he might be allergic to other things, so he just asked to receive all of the allergy shots just to be sure. And then now he has gotten he's so powerful and so full of allergy resistance that he can telepathically transmit allergies to other people.
Did you create a me-coded character?
Is this something that you can do?
No, but I have allergies and anxiety, Erin.
Well, I also have anxiety. I was drawing from experience.
These are big personality traits of mine, having allergies and having anxiety.
We've got some relatable heroes coming out. So
yeah,
the power is the allergies can be anything that's a physical object. The allergic reaction is always like non-lethal, so it's just something annoying, but it doesn't like kill you. And it only lasts like 10 minutes. And he can do like pollen in the air, but that's like weaker. But he could like ask like, "What'd you eat for lunch today?" And you're like, "Oh, I had a sandwich." And then he's like, "All right, you're allergic to sandwiches," and then you just immediately like throw up. That's how it works. Yeah, and other superheroes don't really like him because he's like anxious. He's kind of a square, and anytime somebody like sneezes from seasonal allergies around him, they like think it's him doing it, but it's like not. He only like uses it for good.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is Melvin Sneezer, and he had a secret identity, but his name just happened to be Sneezer, so everyone just like immediately guessed it was him, and it's not secret anymore.
Oh, that's. I think with Penny, she just doesn't. She's like too like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
To care about having a secret identity, and which is why it's like part of her name. She just does not care.
All right. So we have like a cool party girl and then like a nerd square as our starting point.
That is like that. I don't know if that's a superhero gang, but it's a D&D party.
Yeah.
So we're close, I think.
Yeah.
So it comes down to just like expanding the lore around them. Like, who do you think the allergist might like fight? who would like, because like superheroes like have like I know that like MCU is like, you know, overarching villains or whatever, but like everyone still has like a this is their classic enemy, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, Green Goblin or the Joker or Lex Luthor or someone else.
Maybe his nemesis is just like a really big tree with a lot of pollen. No, I don't know. I think
We could make it like you could be like a tree person.
yeah, I guess maybe like a poison ivy equivalent kind of person that might work.
Yeah. But
But
I'm
I guess he's
thinking,
kind of like resistant to. Well, maybe that would be why he can fight them. Um,
yeah, the issue, and then it's a hard fight because how do you make like a tree allergic to things? Okay,
he could make his like henchmen allergic to him, like allergic to the tree.
yeah. So it comes down to figuring out how to fight the tree. Is he a nerd?
Yeah. Oh, he's a big nerd. His name is
Okay,
Melvin. You
I
think
mean,
that's a cool guy
I
name?
I assumed, but like I didn't want to. I didn't want to assume out loud,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what if his villain's just like the biggest Chad?
Okay, yeah, like a super
Like
Chad.
a super Chad tree man.
I like that.
Like if Groot were a Chad.
Yeah, okay. I'm picturing it. It's coming
Okay.
together in my mind.
I'm thinking of like the Ents from Lord of the Rings, except like
Okay. I
like
don't know.
jocks, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, like a jock
Okay.
tree is his enemy.
Yeah. That's the vibe anyways.
And your person's enemy, you said, would be like big business.
Some sort of big business type thing, I think.
She beats
Someone who
up the
doesn't-
Jojo Mart guy from Stardew Valley.
Basically, except like more evil and probably with some sort of power.
Yeah.
Because like they need a goal, right? And that's kind of where I again I didn't want to think about it too much because I wanted to develop it like on call.
Yeah. Did you
and
have
also bounce
any
your ideas.
ideas of like superheroes that you thought about expanding on, but then you were like, not that one?
No, I kind of came up with like a vacation themed one immediately and
Okay.
really latched onto it because I really liked the idea of, you know, just like someone who's really good at fighting like at the beach, but like
Okay, yeah.
everywhere else it's like, I mean, you can do a little bit, but it's not that powerful.
I basically sat there for like 10 minutes and was like, guy who shoots mashed potatoes out of his hands, guy who shoots fish out of his hands. What's funny to shoot out of your hands? And then I was like, all right, this is not a good line of thought. I'm not going down this.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna bookmark the mashed. I think word. No, I'm bookmarking the mashed potatoes one. That's funny.
Yeah, we want mashed potato guy.
No, I don't.
Is
need,
like Gravy Train a superhero name? Is there anything named that?
We need like some sort of like not completely bogus superhero if we want to do like some sort of Avengers level threat. And you, the viewer, may say, well, aren't Avenger level threats kind of overdone at this point? And yes, that's the whole reason we're doing it.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's the core concept, if I may say so myself. We don't know who our Thanos is going to be yet. We barely have one villain, and he's like a one-off tree guy unless he comes back. We don't know.
Okay.
I have thoughts about this tree guy. I don't know how much you want me to throw at the wall here.
No, I want to hear it. If you got ideas, I want to hear them.
I'm thinking about like what motivations would a giant tree have? And I think that it would be the kind of thing. Again, I really like villains that you get like their deal. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, I know what the deal is, but like you're still doing this evil stuff, and we still have to stop you. And my thought is like, okay, very like environmentalist to the point where like he wants to basically destroy society and return the world to nature.
Okay. Very Thanos like.
Yeah, but not in like necessarily a kill everybody way, but more like
Right.
Let's enter urban centers and like
Mess the buildings up.
increase the growth of like of pretty much everything in the city and start like turning the cities into like overgrown Kirby and the Forgotten Land type
Okay,
apocalypse
yeah.
scapes.
Your idea is a lot better than mine. I was like, oh, he's a tree and he's a Chad, so his goal is to like pollinate hot female trees.
I mean, he can do.
Yours is a lot better though. Let's go with yours. Sorry.
Don't make me get in tree pollination jokes. I know words.
You got a lot of them up your sleeve.
Yeah. I don't. I can't get into them without just being crude, so I'm not going to.
Okay, yeah. We're semi PG over here.
The curses of like knowing science words and being good at puns.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I agree. I like your guy. I like your thought for his villain motives. Very Thanos like.
Yeah.
But in like a slightly more likable way.
And also but he's also just like a slow moving like tree guy. So like
right.
He's not even close to like a world ending threat, but like what's a city like, with like a beach near it? No, wait, wrong character. Sorry, I'm thinking wrong. I just like he's like Chicago or something. I don't know.
I was gonna say he's like that post about the snail where like if it touches you it kills you, but it moves like really slow and you like don't know where it is.
Unkillable snail.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called. I don't remember.
You know what I'm
like
talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. Not quite that because like again, big enough to like
you'd notice him coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the kind of thing where he shows up and then I don't know. Here's what I'm trying to figure out. How, and this I think maybe comes to you, how is he beaten by the allergist? How is unnamed tree man? I'm working on names. How does unnamed tree man get beaten by the allergist in a way that the army could not?
I think,
or is it just like such a small level conflict that like he does it and like he's stronger than the police but not the army, but the allergist does it before the army gets there?
My initial thought is just that he has some kind of, because he's so slow and big, he has some kind of like henchmen around him, and the allergist can just be like, well, I'm just gonna make those guys sneeze constantly so they're not helping you, they're like incapacitated. But I don't know about actually beating him because the big tree can sneeze and throw up, but then he's still doing his big tree stuff.
Yeah, so I mean if he's a nerd, I would assume he would have to have some other skills. I don't know what you're thinking.
He could probably do some like really sick math. He could probably like do taxes.
What kind of nerd are you going for though?
Because I was thinking like
you could have like Gardner Seymour Krelborn type nerd, or you could have like tech nerd, or like engineer nerd, or like
okay, yeah. I was just thinking gamer. Like guy in your office with like a pocket protector and like glasses, like that'd be like
an accountant.
Yeah, an accountant. That'd be good. Melvin's an accountant name.
How do we get an accountant to kill a tree?
Well, I got another question for
you. A big ass tree.
If we're trying to fight this big tree and he's one of the villains, and then your lady's villain is like big business and the environment don't like work together. So are they on the same side, or are they like opposing villain forces that also don't like each other?
So like my thought was like whatever big business is like some sort of Lex Luthor type.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I didn't really develop that. I figured it was the kind of thing where, I mean, they have to have their like one-off films before they end up joining in Avengers.
This is true.
So I figured that like whatever happens in like the Penny Colada movie and whatever happens in the Allergist movie are separate.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Like they don't overlap, right?
Yeah, maybe I was thinking very much like Infinity War.
Yeah. Like post-credit. Yeah, we're not doing the Justice League thing of like jumping immediately to that.
Yeah.
I want to slow burn this with our first two movies.
You want to slow burn with the big tree?
Yeah, how can we slow burn the big tree? Slow burn Reader X Big Tree. Fan fiction. You have to write it now someone has to write it. If you're listening, one of you one of you has been doomed to this fate.
I don't know. Maybe he makes the tree like allergic to dirt or something, so he retracts his roots, and then they like knock him over. It's the best I got.
We gotta have something more than that.
What? Okay, well then you tell me.
I'm suggesting we give the allergist some sort of other, not even a superpower, like some sort of other skill that will assist him in this fight. Like once he can, because we've established he can stun the tree man,
Yes.
but like he needs to be able to defeat the tree man without the tree man just punching him.
I don't know. How would you apply math in killing a big tree man?
I don't know.
He can like engineer a big like what are those things called that launch rocks?
Either a catapult or a trebuchet.
Yeah, I was thinking a trebuchet.
Depending on where your favor lies. I'm trying to think if there's any other allergy related stuff that he could like have. What if he like learns he has another allergy related power like at the end of the film, right?
What
Or
else would you do with that?
Like Miles Morales style, like, hey, shock. I'm trying to think about my experience with like allergies.
Yeah, all I could think of was giving them to other people.
Like, what if he had like the ability to like control like specific allergens? I don't know. Like, what if he could like mind control like bears or something? If you're allergic to bears or whatever.
Yeah. Or like
by
a bunch of dogs.
By like manipulating their allergen particles. This is absurd.
Okay.
I really like that we've latched onto this one first because I really love this idea. I want to be very clear. This is great.
I was gonna say, I was like, we haven't talked about yours a lot. I don't know if you got any ideas on that, but you seem to like Big Tree Man.
Can we call him Tree Hugger?
Yeah, we can call him Tree Hugger.
I don't have any. I think that'd be good. I was trying to think of names.
Does he like squeeze people to death? When he like picks them up
and
hugs
he
them?
like could.
That's his like secondary.
He
power.
Totally could. I mean, it's just like he hugs trees. He hugs other trees. And he's also a tree. I don't know.
He is a tree. We have established
he is
that.
a tree. We've said tree quite a lot. Do
we want to...
Let's talk Penny Colada.
Yeah, I was going to say, we want to talk about that before we go to next segment.
Yeah, because I threw a lot of ideas at you there. I want to hear your thoughts on, like, the Penny Colada story.
Well, who's the villain exactly? He's just like...
We haven't really sat on that yet. Like,
okay.
I like lobbied my thought, but I'm malleable, right?
You're malleable, got it. Somebody who's like really into 9-to-5s.
Maybe there's like a business place that's just trying to like destroy like her vacation beach.
Yeah, they're trying to like sell property and turn it into like a mall or something.
Yeah, I mean that's just like a classic movie. I like that, like that classic. It's a classic 80s movie, except the guy is also evil and has magic powers for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're trying to build.
I mean, if that's what he's doing, he doesn't even have to have powers. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's like pretty uninteresting if the movie is like like Lady, like Dex, just like a business guy with a beach umbrella
just
and gets
beats
arrested.
up a bunch of regular people because they tried to build something on her property.
Yeah, exactly. What if it doesn't even have to be the business guy. It could be like someone involved in the construction or someone involved in one of the other aspects or whatever.
A guy who's got big like bulldozer arms or something.
Okay. No, you're on something here. I like this.
Is bulldozer the thing I'm thinking of? Yeah.
You're thinking.
It's got the big tray.
Right? It's just a giant bulldozer, man.
Yeah. She can like get sand in his wheels and he gets stuck.
Well, like, I mean, the sand and the water wouldn't really affect him very much because, like, giant sand moving thing,
Yeah.
almost. Uh, I don't know if, like, you can actually build malls on beaches, but I don't care. I like this idea.
You
Okay.
could tie up his wheels with a bunch of seaweed.
Yeah, I'm less worried about her because I built her to be a little more combat oriented, and she at least has, like, a spear that turns into a shield because it's like an umbrella, right?
Right.
And she's also just a little drunk all the time. I want to make sure that that's very clear, that is part of the core concept. That she's a little drunk all the time, just like a little.
Yes, I remember.
I think
I
that's
remember
good.
the comparison to me. Thank you.
I did not. You drew that conclusion yourself, Erin.
Alrighty. We got anything else on this one?
Want to make sure. I want to nail down this villain, and then we're good.
Okay.
Like, what is the bulldozer? What's his goal? And he needs a name.
He wants.
And then we have the allergist movie, and then the Penny Colada movie.
His goal is to rip things down and build something on it. I don't know.
Maybe he's just like a contractor.
Okay, yeah, that's his motivation. He was contracted to do it, and he's like, "I'm getting paid, lady."
What if? Oh, hold on. That gives me a funny. Okay, what if his like name is like literally like contractor, right?
Okay.
And it's not just bulldozer parts, but he can like turn himself into different like construction equipment.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
I like that.
And so it's the idea where that's how we get into Penny Colada 2, actually, because we have to get into Penny Colada 2, Penny Colada Goes to the Bahamas. I came up with that idea just now. That was not written down.
Okay.
She like stops like this guy, but he's just working for whoever ordered for that, like whatever it was to be built on the beach. And then like that becomes like a larger force that people have to deal with later on.
Okay.
Right? Because we have to set up a sequel somehow. Right? And with Allergist, it's okay, he has a new power. And I think with Penny Colada, it's you've only stopped like this one like pretty much nondescript beach. It's just kind of where she hangs out.
And now they're doing it everywhere.
But now they're gonna start like building everywhere, and it's a conspiracy or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Got him.
I think we've got it.
Well,
Anything
that's
else
the start. That's the start to our MCU. Our UAU doesn't sound as good.
UACU.
But... Oh, I forgot the C means cinematic. UACU. Yep.
Yeah, we have to add C because these are real movies that are going to come out.
Yeah.
Well,
totally. Who's funding this?
The fans.
The fans. All 40 of you. That's being generous.
Listen, if you want this... Maybe the fans can be generous and fund our Penny Colada and the Allergist movies. These are very good properties. And we need to put trademarks
like $40
out right
million.
now.
You guys got that? You guys can cough that up for us?
Listen, if everyone watching this video sends us $1 million, we'll have enough to make
our
movie.
Cinematic universe.
It's just like Wikipedia.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
You want to do a second segment?
Yeah, let me introduce our next segment. So, what we want to do this time, it's very, very similar to the Jackbox game Patently Stupid, where Erin and I have come up with some problems that we have. And we're going to pitch the problems to the other person, who then has to come up with and sell us a product that then solves this problem. So we've got a more again than we need. And if it's all right with you, Erin, I'm going to roll actually give me a number between 1 and 4 and I'll give you a prompt.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna give you the top 2 that I like, but if yours are all like kind of equal,
you do whatever you want. I wanted to randomly generate because I like all mine.
3.
I simply can't stand having to put up Christmas decorations. But my house looks awful with no Christmas decorations up on it.
Okay, this is the problem that I have to solve.
Yes,
So,
with
do
the
you
product.
want me to give you a problem and we pause and both work on them on the same time and then come back and pitch?
Oh, that's actually a good idea, so we can both think about it at the same
Yeah,
time.
so then we can kind of get our thoughts together and have more
Yes.
coherent pitch. Okay. All right. My issue is my cat keeps walking in front of the camera on my Zoom calls, and I need him to not do that. So, come up with a product that will fix that problem for me.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna break and we're gonna work on it, and then we're gonna come back. All right, so you gave me a prompt first, so I guess I'll read mine first.
Yes.
Yes. So this is for the lack of Christmas decorations and being lazy and not wanting to hang them up. All right, so my product is called the House Magnetizer, and what happens is a team of electricians come in and they like wire up your house with giant magnets, and they attract like the metal contact wires and filaments inside other people's Christmas lights. So like when you turn it on, all the other Christmas lights in the neighborhood just like fly through the air and stick to your house. And that way no one can ever outdo you, because anytime they try to replace the ones you took, you just turn it on again and then it's your decoration now.
Okay, I was worried that mine were going to be like too impractical. No, this is perfect.
Yeah,
how
we're
much
on the
are you
same
selling
page.
this service for?
Yeah.
And how am I prevented from getting in legal trouble for like stealing?
Well, you see, when there's legal trouble, they do their work on laptops, and magnets also attract those. So if they come over to try to sue you, you just turn it on and suck up their laptop.
What happens when the fuzz comes to your house?
Guns have metal in them. Just suck them up. If it has metal in it, it's yours now.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh no. Now, will this affect my interior electronics?
Well, you can also invest in our house shield, which will like reinforce your house so that when these objects fly towards it, they don't just like impale your windows and like stab you.
But like when I turn the magnets on, will my metal items inside the house be attracted to them?
They'll put another magnet on the other side to repel that magnet away from your items.
I don't think that's how that works.
We will put how do you make magnets not work? Second magnet, right?
I mean, electromagnets you can turn on and off. Otherwise that's it, right? Like otherwise you have permanent or temporary magnets, and these are going to be electromagnets.
There's not like a material that magnetism wouldn't work through.
It would have to be thick.
Like if you put like,
I think
rubber's for electricity. I was gonna say if you just like
not
coated
like
your house in rubber,
there's not like magnet kryptonite.
Well, I'm sorry that not all of us teach science, but this was my pitch.
You have to be ready for these kinds of questions as a salesperson.
I'm ready. I'm saying we put another magnet on the other side. We haven't tested it yet.
There we go. I'll take it.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So for Erin's problem, which was my cat keeps walking in front of my camera during Zoom calls, I have invented and am now pitching to the kitty distractor. Right? It is a it's not it's like about webcam sized, and you hook it up to your computer next to your camera, and it's a little motion sensor, right? And using very sophisticated artificial intelligence technology, it will scan for cats, and if it notices a cat, it will make a very loud sound intended to scare the cat off, like a bark or like something breaking or something very loud. And if the cat continues to approach, it will spray out like a little bit of water at the cat that is approaching.
Okay.
That is my pitch.
Okay, so does that mean that everybody in my Zoom call suddenly hears a very, very loud noise?
Well, that's why you have that's why you buy our included bark censoring microphone.
So it mutes you before it fires.
Yes.
Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, yes,
okay.
but you have to pay for that service. It's extra. It comes at an extra royalty. Or they can't hear the bark. Or you can, if you see your cat approaching, quickly tap the mute button.
Why can I not just bark at my own cat?
I would like to hear you bark at me right now and sound like a real dog.
Bark! Didn't sound anything like a dog. Bark, bark, bark.
That's what I thought.
It might scare him. I don't know. I'm pretty loud. I've been known to scare small animals.
I'm talking like a real hoof.
Hoof. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I can't woof like that.
Right? And it's the idea where you shouldn't have to do that. You're in an important meeting. Do you think that your clients want to see you barking? I don't think so.
Maybe they'll think I'm like
rich.
Oh, I was gonna say like I'm like a really like dominating business person. If I bark, they'll be like, "Oh wow, I like respect her more."
That might backfire on you.
My other question is, it sprays water.
Yes.
Cats usually walk like right across the keyboard, right in front of you. So does that mean I'm also being sprayed with water?
No, it's just like a squirt gun. So the cat will block it.
The cat will block it. The cat won't like immediately be startled and then sprint out, and then I'm getting hit with the stream of water.
It's just like, no, it's like not a continuous stream. It's not like a hose. It's like a right. The water stream will be done flowing by the time the cat is startled and leaves.
Okay, it's gotta be a really really fast stream.
It's just like pulling the trigger on like a squirt gun.
Okay.
If you're really worried about that, you can buy the included poncho.
There we go.
The set.
How much is the poncho?
$39.99.
Of course it is. All right. I guess I will purchase this product. If it comes with the poncho.
I mean,
if I pay for the poncho extra. And I could get like a fun color.
If you get the deluxe package, you get 2 colors.
Oh, awesome.
And the microphone and the kitty distractor for $299.99.
Perfect, you've sold me.
Shipping is not included.
Excellent. All right. We've done it. We're shark tanking it up in here.
We are shark tanking it up in here.
We're Shart Tanking. Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's the segment. That's what we can call the segment.
We can call it Shart Tank. All right.
Not the episode, the segment.
Well, I was going to say, is shart like a word that YouTube would flag as like a naughty word?
We'll have to find out.
Because if we name the episode Shart Tank, does that mean...
I'm not saying we name the episode that. I'm saying we call the segment that in like the...
I'm saying we name it.
Okay, I mean, I'll do the research.
Yes.
Clearly, they'll know when this is live what we've chosen.
Yes. If it doesn't say Shart Tank, that means we looked it up and it was bad, or...
We tried our hardest, guys.
Or we thought about the fact that my mom watches these and would probably call me on the phone if I titled an episode Shart Tank.
You can blame it on me. I don't care.
Okay.
Despite the fact that you're advocating for it in the episode.
I love it. It's a beautiful name.
It is.
For a beautiful segment.
Okay. Give me
second product.
Yeah, second one. Give me a number between 1 and 2. I'm gonna cut one of mine out as well.
2.
Okay. My problem is my friends pick up all the piñata candy before I am able to do so.
Piñata candy. All right. I also chose a party-centric thing for yours.
Okay.
I'm an introvert and I want to become the life of the party. It's kind of open-ended, so do what you will with that.
Okay. So, Erin, my problem again was my friends pick up all the piñata candy before I'm able to.
Okay. So hear me out. You know those machines they use to like behead a bunch of chickens at once?
No.
Not quite that violent. You know, ever seen that? Like they'll all be like standing up and a big like blade comes and it's very gross. Sorry.
I understand the concept.
You understand the concept.
I get the concept.
So not quite that violent. You come to the party with your inconspicuous giant metal robot and you have a remote in your pocket at the party So when you press it, like when the pinata's like spilling, you press the button and then you quickly dive onto the floor. And then everybody standing near the pinata won't know to like get on the floor. And then the robot shoots out a giant bar that then like sweeps the room and knocks everyone over. So then you can like get the pinata candy while everybody's like knocked out. And the bar is like padded with foam, so it doesn't like hurt anybody. It's like that show like Wipeout where they're just like falling off of stuff. It's like that. And I called it the pinata pusher.
My big investor question is, how do you get this to work more than once?
You keep dressing up the robot in like different outfits so they just think it's a different party attendee every time. Like you're just like, this is my friend Michael, and they're like, oh, he's not like the last guy you brought, Ted, that knocked us all over. And you're like, no, it's a totally different guy.
I don't know if I have any more questions. Pretty solid pitch. I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll throw in some padding for the floor in case there's like elderly people at the party, so like we don't have any accidents.
Some floor padding and a costume. Okay, this is hilarious because I also build a robot.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, my product is called the Second Life of the Party.
Okay.
It is a combo. It is both a mechanical device and a app for your mobile phone. So, you don't go to the party. You're introverted. You want to stay home. You know that at some point you want outsies. But you want to be the life of the party. So we have packaged up both of these things into one swell deal. So you send the robot to the party for you. You drop it off and you say, hey guys, thanks for having me. When you drop the robot off, you can get like a drink and like some chips and then leave and you go back home. And while you're going home, your friends hook up the robot to like their sound system and or their internet and all that stuff. And you get back home, you get on the Second Life of the Party mobile app, and it'll FaceTime you into the robot. So your face is where the robot's face is, right? So this way you're at the party from the comfort of your own home. This solves some other problems as well, right? We can use this technology for other things, which is wonderful, right? And the benefits of this are, hey, you're introverted, you're feeling overwhelmed by talking to all these people. You can just go like leave for 30 minutes and that'll be fine, right? Come back later, right? But you're saying, how does this help the life of the party thing, right? Well, we have included in the Life of the Party app with the device, by the way, but they're sold separately, apps and games that will help you become the life of the party, right? If you hook up into the sound system, it gives you DJ powers, right? So if you're in the sound system, everyone can hear you over the sound system. You control the music. You use our computer-generated party algorithms to do your thing. You are now the life of the party, right? And this robot, let me tell you, can dance real good, right?
Can I use this robot to force everyone at the party to listen to ska?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
Provided it is connected to the internet.
Okay. So what if they have like really bad Wi-Fi?
Good luck.
Good luck. I guess
do you
that's
really want to go to that friend's party?
Well, no, but that's why you're sending the robot. I'm not an introvert, but I could see me using this because I live far away from a lot of my friends. But
that's another benefit.
The internet thing is a bit of an issue. You might want to install some kind of like autopilot mode where it can do it without you.
I mean, it won't like freak out. You just can't control it, right? It'll just stop working if the Wi-Fi goes off. It won't go into like haywire mode.
That might make the party a little interesting, though, wouldn't you say? Right? If the robot suddenly becomes evil and starts attacking everyone.
No, quick, save that for the next segment of the cinematic universe. No, we can't use that now.
Okay. All right, it's all coming together. So we're getting some tie-ins with other series. We're getting there.
All right. This was some good problem solving. I feel really good about my investments, right?
Definitely.
A true Shart Tank Shart.
I love it. All right. Okay. It's been a very creative episode. We got our creative juices flowing today.
What's your segment?
Yeah, so I had the surprise segment this episode. It's kind of basic compared to the last two. You all right over there? You take a recess?
Keep going. Keep
okay,
going.
okay. So I was struggling to come up with an idea. I was preparing kind of last minute, I'll be honest. But you know those not like we've ever done that before for this podcast. Do you know
very
like
prepared.
when you're on Instagram and you'll see those like graphics on people's stories that are like this or that, and it's like a list of things, and you pick like between it'd be like Coke or Pepsi, but like a bunch of things. I just got a bunch of those, so
Okay,
we could
yeah,
just go
ton of
through and
those.
say what we would pick.
Okay, keeping it simple. I like it.
I know
We used our brains a lot this episode.
I know, so I was like, this one will probably be a little easier than
Yep.
the other ones. It's just gonna be chill time.
I'll
And
try.
some are kind of like dumb, like they're very like generic. I like look through a bunch of those things, but sometimes that stuff's fun to talk about. I mean, we did like fast food tier lists and stuff. It's kind of a similar idea.
I'm down.
All right, so the super basic one, you Coke or Pepsi?
Depends actually.
Oh, okay.
I would rather have a Coke or a Coke Zero, but I'd rather have a Diet Pepsi.
Interesting. So you don't like Diet Coke, but you like Coke Zero.
I prefer like Coke Zero to like Pepsi Max. I prefer Diet Pepsi to like Diet Coke.
Okay.
And I prefer Pepsi to Coke. Also, Cherry Coke is better than Cherry Pepsi.
Yeah, because I don't drink like diet soda a lot, so I don't really know the hierarchy of like where they stand. I'm obviously a Pepsi person, but I do own shirts of both. I like Pepsi because when I was in high school, they made us do a blind taste test of Coke and Pepsi, and the one that everybody thought was Coke because it like tasted better. Like, well, it tastes. They've done studies. Pepsi tastes better in like a small sample, and Coke like tastes better over time because Pepsi's like initially sweeter, I think. But everybody did the test and they're like, "Oh, this one's definitely Coke," but it was Pepsi because everybody like assumed Coke would be like the more flavored one. But anyway, ever since then, I like Pepsi, but I like both of them. Basically the same thing.
I drink mostly sugar-free, so I know that well. If it goes for brand loyalty, though, I am Pepsi.
Yeah, Pepsi's cool
all the way.
All right. When you're going on a trip, do you pack light or do you overpack?
I overpack.
Yeah.
Right, and it's not like egregious, but you know, I'm gonna bring several extra pairs of clothes in case anything happens. There are invariably going to be things in my backpack that I don't use.
Yeah.
Like extra notebooks or like a book to read that I'm not gonna have time to read that I'm gonna bring with me anyways. Oh, it's in there.
Oh, it's in there.
Right.
I
like stress out about packing really badly, so I like double, triple check, make lists.
I do that too.
Yeah.
I definitely overpack, and like it's hard when you're a cosplayer because if you're going to like a con and you have like 4 costumes or something that weekend, it's impossible to not have like tons of luggage.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's funny when I go to pack for a trip that isn't a cosplay thing, I'm like, wow, I only need like 1 suitcase and a backpack. Normally I need like
normal.
multiple. Yeah.
That's like normal people.
That's what normal people be like, that's a lot of stuff. And I'm like, no, this is a low amount for me.
Yeah.
All right. Summer or winter? I like summer just because in Rochester the winters were brutal.
I'm gonna say winter.
Okay.
Because there's a number of coats I can wear. And like the downsides are about equal, I think, like to like, you know, annoying heat versus like shoveling. I think overall I prefer winter because I like winter fashion more. I think it is better for me.
I think I prefer summer because like winter is it's easier. I'd rather be cold than be hot, but summer has more like activities that I like. Like I like doing like pool parties and barbecues and stuff.
It has more fun stuff to do, but I prefer like winter fashion more, and that like weighs it a little more that way because I love sweaters.
Totally fair. Spring or fall?
Fall.
Spring's
Halloween,
got allergies.
Baby.
Fall is Halloween. No
Halloween,
contest.
baby. Fall's my favorite season.
Hell yeah.
For jacket weather, it's the best.
Yeah,
I love
fall's
fall.
the best. Fall here was awesome. The like trees and stuff were all like red and pink. It was really cool. You morning person or night owl? We don't need to ask it. We're both late night.
Checks. I like regularly go to bed at like 1.
Yeah. That's like early for us.
Yeah. I can't wait for summer. Because I can just sleep and then I can stay up till 5. Right? My summer routine, if I get into it, is like really bad. Because it's like I sleep from like 5 to noon, which is not great. Like that's a really, really like unhealthy sleep schedule. But like that's how it ends up happening because I get wrapped up in what I'm doing and then I have to get like 7 hours of sleep.
I used to be worse about it. Now I'm like I'm a little more regular, but yeah, I still stay up pretty late.
Mm-hmm.
Movies or TV shows? Most of the time is what it's asking.
I want to say movies, but it's TV shows. I do so much more TV show watching than I do movies. I want to be more of a movie person. I like strive
Me too.
to be that.
Whenever
I
have
like not been watching movies at all.
Yeah, whenever I'm like binge watching a TV show, that always feels like a pivotal moment in my life because like I don't watch TV like a lot. Like I watch a lot of YouTube and then like every once in a while I'll get into a show. And when I watch the show, I'll be like, this show is amazing. Like, can you guys believe this? And they're like, yeah, this is what watching TV is like. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I've been watching the same like speedrunning documentaries or whatever I've been watching. I started watching those because you asked me about it the one episode.
They're so good.
They're really good.
I watch I watch YouTube more than anything, right?
Same.
I've been watching like Pokemon Nuzlocke challenges lately, which are like really fun. Just playing Pokemon but making the rules harder for yourself.
Yeah, no, I love that. Good stuff. You more of a plan it or wing it person? I'm an obsessive planner.
Can I say plan to wing it?
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
That's how I work. I plan, but like part of my planning is I'm going to wing this. So I think it's more planning ultimately because I do sit down and like prep stuff and like I plan my days out. But like a lot of what he was going in that like, hey, I'm just gonna figure it out as I go.
If I'm having like a birthday party, I have like a document in my phone that's like, and we're getting pizza from this place, and I'm getting this cake, and I'm having this drink, and these are the things that I'm buying, and these people are coming. Like, I'm very like.
I think if I were gonna have like a party, which I've just never been able to because I've never had like the space,
right.
I would probably do that.
Yeah,
I think I'm with you on
that. Here's an interesting one. Would you rather go on a party trip or a romantic trip? I'm thinking like party trip with your friends or like trip with an SO.
Like I've had a party trip before, but I haven't had a romantic trip before.
I've done both. I'm going to be real. I'm more of like a party trip person, but I also feel like that's because you can include the person you're dating in that and it's more like a group thing.
That's like what we did.
Yeah, exactly. Like I
think I'm on party.
Yeah, I think it's just too much fun with like I love doing stuff with big group people and like having everybody like together. And you can have your like solo moments with your person if you bring them, but
you can break off. Yeah, you can break off. Yeah. I think party trip all the way.
Definitely.
You can make a party trip romantic.
Yeah, think so. You introvert or extrovert?
Introverted.
Next question. Mega extroverted.
That's part of the dynamic.
That is that's fun. I don't know. We're pretty chatty on here, but I mean we are
introverted doesn't mean I'm not talkative. It just means, I like my smaller groups instead of my larger groups.
That's
meeting
totally
people
fair.
is hard and takes a lot out of me.
Yeah. Well, you know me. You see me in rooms of people.
I have seen you in rooms of people. That is where I have seen you.
Most times before this podcast, we saw each other in rooms of people. You headphones or speakers?
It depends on what I need. I use headphones when I'm in calls and I take them out when I'm not.
Anytime I cannot use headphones, I will not use them. I love just having stuff playing in my house.
That's why I love living alone.
Yeah, living alone's the best because you can just like blast music and stuff. Rip to my downstairs neighbors. But I have to wear headphones at work, and it's very like it's annoying because I can't hear anything. And if somebody comes to come talk to me, they will just start like banging on the desk because they know that I can't hear them. And then all of a sudden I'll be like, my desk is vibrating. I'm very like startled. So I don't like headphones. And I have like if they're like over ear headphones, they like mess with my jaw and it like hurts.
Yeah.
You dine out or take out?
Take out.
I'm a dine out.
Well, no, dine out. I think.
Yeah.
I like the experience a lot. If I'm with another person, dine out. If I'm by myself, take out. I'm not gonna go into a restaurant and eat by myself. I am not going to be that. I can't do that. I can't like put that on myself.
I have done that multiple times. When I lived in New York City, I used to go out to eat alone all the time.
I would only do it if it's a place where they don't have to serve you, like a Panera.
That's fair.
Right? Or like if it's got like the chill vibes, I don't mind it. But like, I don't know.
I distinctly remember like sitting down in a sushi restaurant and they're like, "It's just you," and I'm like, "Yep, it's just me." They're like, "You didn't get like stood up," and I'm like, "Nope, just me." But yeah, I go to like the movies a lot alone.
That I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
but like once you're through like once you buy the ticket, you're like good.
Yeah,
no one has to talk to you.
I went to a movie theater alone one time, and some lady sat next to me. We talked for like 10 minutes before the movie started, and we had like very nice conversation. I was like, "Hey, I didn't expect this to happen."
That's cute.
I know the answer to this: dog or cat. We're both cat. Meow, 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 meow. Horror or comedy?
That's not an or for me. That's like both.
They're just
like, very much so.
I'm telling you, some lady on Instagram put these on opposing sides and was like, "You pick one of these."
I can't. My favorite movies are horror comedies.
All right, you're like the perfect mashup then. I am comedy all the way because I am afraid of everything.
If I had to pick one horror, because I've been doing like a big horror watch. And like I've been working on like my Letterboxd for it,
like cryptid stuff and
like spooky things.
Yeah, I'm too scared of scary movies.
I like funny scary movies a lot.
Yeah,
Cabin in the Woods is like top 3.
I still haven't seen that because I'm too afraid of it.
It's funny.
All right, you like loungewear or getting dressed up?
I'm getting more into liking getting dressed up. I really like the shirts that I've been wearing for all these episodes. Like I've been actually really liking like looking a bit nicer in them. So I'm starting to lean into that more.
I love getting dressed up. I love walking out and like my friends are like, "You're wearing that?" And I'm like, "Yep." And they're like, "Don't you think that's a little much?" And I'm like, "Absolutely."
Yeah, I mean you're a cosplayer, of course. Yeah, you're gonna like dressing up.
Yeah, no. You Android or iOS?
I have a Google Pixel. I will. I hate Apple products except for the iPad. The iPad is good and the Apple Pencil is good. Yeah. That's it.
I'm all Android.
Yep.
Interesting one. Pizza or pasta? Interesting for you, because I know you can't decide.
I'm Italian!
I know!
There's no... Pizza or pasta? I legally I refuse. I refuse to answer this question. You can't make me. They can't make me.
I feel like I don't know, my gut instinct is pizza, but I've had some like really good pasta and I've had a lot of like crappy pizza here.
I mean the answer is pasta, but still like legally I'm not putting an answer in.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
I love lasagna and I hate Mondays.
That is you. Chocolate or like non-chocolate candy?
Oh, for candy.
I'm non-chocolate candy. Like I like chocolate, but all my favorite candies are like sour things.
I'm thinking about my favorite candies. Cuz I like a mix and I like some things with chocolate and I like some things without. I think my number one favorite candy is the Starburst jelly beans, so I'll say non-chocolate.
They're pretty good.
Because I think that's like really up there, and I really like gummy candies and stuff like that. Chocolate's good, but like if I think I had to pick one, I would pick non-chocolate because that's just a wider category.
Yeah, the world of non-chocolate is got too much variety, and chocolate's kind of usually the same kind of thing with slight variation. Do you rather go mini golfing or bowling?
Bowling.
I thought you were gonna say mini golf because I think that's what most people would say, but I also would pick bowling. I think,
I mean, it's funny because the thing we've done together is the mini golfing and
yeah.
not the bowling. I love
Well,
bowling.
the thing about the mini golfing when we went, it was fun, but we had a big group of people, so everyone had to split up. Whereas like bowling is just kind of like you're chilling in a room, and when you get up to do your thing, you're doing that, but like everybody else can still like hang. I feel like mini golf was like a lot more like the activity, you
It
know?
also like makes you like structure it a little more. Like you have to like self-govern a little bit in mini golf and you
Yeah,
don't in bowling, and you can't really eat while mini golfing.
that's true.
It's a lot like it's pretty annoying, but you can in bowling, and I think bowling is more fun.
I love bowling, and I wish that like more people or that we had more friend outings where we were bowling.
If we have bowled that one time.
We
We
did,
need to
but
go
it was
bowling
like
next time we
it was a
if
club
we hang
meeting, and it
out.
was kind of like a weird bowling alley, and like a
Aaron-
lot of people were like not loving it.
Yeah, Aaron, if we hang out, we need to go bowling.
I know. Let's go bowling. Let's do it. All right, we'll do a couple more of these.
Yeah, these are fun. I love these.
Cool. Beer or wine? I'm wine.
I'm not really big on either, but
That's-
I like.
I kind of knew that you weren't big on either. I'm interested.
I'll pick wine
Mhm.
because like if you count wine coolers and wine,
Sure.
right? Or I like champagne.
Oh, champagne's like my favorite drink.
Like that's great. I drink I'll drink a beer, but I think more likely like pick a glass of wine if offered.
Yeah.
The option.
If I will only drink beer if I'm in like a social situation where I'm trying to get along with people and someone hands me one, I'll be like,
Yeah.
guess I gotta drink this disgusting thing. But like otherwise I will never ask for one. I'll always pick something else.
If I'm eating pizza, I'll drink a beer.
Okay.
Like no complaints. Beer and pizza's really good.
That's
I
fair.
will give it to that.
I like hard seltzers with pizza.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a hard seltzer
Yeah.
as well, but
Totally. You a call or text person?
text.
I am
overall.
a call person. I have friends
Oh.
that I'll call for like 2 or 3 hours and just
it's
talk on the phone.
It's another mix because like I call a lot of my friends a lot,
Yeah.
but like usually we're doing something, right? Like I spend a lot of time calling a lot of friends where we're like playing a game or something.
Yeah. That's fair. Like this is kind
So,
of like
yeah.
a call.
I am gonna still say text because I don't like making phone calls.
I make a lot
very
of
specifically. I don't like it.
I do a lot of phone calls. Like I'll call like my mom and stuff. I don't like having to order stuff over the phone. I get you. I'm getting like a little better at it, but it's rough.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. In like the vein of like non like super close relationships, it's texting.
Yeah, fair. All right, this is a little more like open to interpretation. Are you more of a dreamer or more of a realist?
I'm a realist who like really wants to be a dreamer, but like I know that like I know I'm dreaming, so it doesn't really count.
I am a huge dreamer to like a delusional degree. I won't like tell people about it, but I have like very unrealistic aspirations for my life, but I don't tell people because I know they'll look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, it's weird because it's I think it depends on like the kind of thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to like passion projects, I'm more of a dreamer, and when it comes to like my life, it's more realist.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's
Like,
probably true for me too.
If I'm writing a D&D campaign, it's a lot of like the dreamer aspect because it's like I'm gonna prepare things far in advance without knowing how we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a weird mix.
So I don't know if you do either of these, yoga or gym, like going to the gym.
I go to the gym. I'm
I've
not into yoga.
I
don't
don't
mind
do
going
any
to
of
the
the-
gym. It's not my favorite, but like I'll do it.
I don't do either currently, but there have been times where I went to yoga and there's been times where I go to the gym. I much prefer the gym because it's just like independent. Yoga was like a weird group thing where they're
Yeah,
like
I want to
making you-
self-direct
Yes.
easily.
I don't want the like weird
I want to listen to my
social
tunes.
pressure of the other people being there. Pancakes or waffles?
I've been in both places across my life. I think I'm currently in the pancake phase.
I'm definitely waffles, but respect.
I will happily eat either, but I think I'm currently in the craving the softer treat as opposed to the crunchier treat.
I'll do two more.
Okay.
Ice cream or cake?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. If I'm gonna have a cake, I'd love to have an ice cream cake. Like,
Yes, I love ice cream cakes. If I want cake, I want a cheesecake.
If you're at like a really expensive, like nice dessert place and it's like a really nice cake, that's awesome. But if you're just at like a birthday party and it's just like a cake from the grocery store, it's usually like awful and I don't want to eat it.
Yeah, even then though, cake's just a lot heavier.
Mm-hmm.
And like I can have more ice cream and feel less bad about myself.
Okay.
And I would also just any day of the week I would go want a milkshake. Right.
Okay, yeah.
Over like pretty much anything else sweet, and that's ice cream. So
fair. Yeah, we were just at sushi and they have like the green tea ice cream, and I was eating that, and it's like my favorite part because it's at the end and it's delicious. All right, last one. Burger or taco?
That one's difficult, but burger. I'm
burger
like,
for
it's
me
easy
too.
for me to pick. I love burgers. I love tacos, but man, I could go eat a burger pretty much anytime I go to a restaurant.
I've had some burgers that made me like want to cry. They were so good. And like I like tacos, but that was a uniquely burger experience for me.
My dad like started grilling because it's been really nice. And so the past 2 weekends I've had I like went over and he grilled, and like this year especially, man, he got a little better. And he was good already, but man, the burgers have been so good. These past 2 times I've been there, like tomorrow I'm going over and I'm picking up some of the leftover burgers.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I'm going to a
Burger.
barbecue in like a couple weeks. I'm very excited. It's like the beginning of like summer, like barbecue season, like getting in the zone. All right, yeah, so that was what I had prepared for today. There were like other ones, but some of them I looked at and I was like, this isn't interesting. So
read one of them right now.
Okay.
For the fans.
Where was the one?
Know.
Well, now I feel bad because if I say this one, people could be like, that's interesting. I was drawing or photography.
That's like a mid. I like drawing.
I like photography because I have to think about it with like cosplay stuff. Not that I'm like doing anything important at all, but like I've like hired photographers, so
I like hoard notebooks. I'm a drawer.
I hoard notebooks. I have like notebooks that I do a lot of like planning in, and I'll get little like stickers and like gel pens and stuff and like write in them, and it's very fun for me, but it's like strictly writing, it's not drawing.
Let's play a quick fun game on my end.
Okay.
Since I'm at like my work desk. How many notebooks am I in arm's reach of right now? Okay, you ready?
I'll tell you, my desk is over there, and there's like 7.
1.
Okay.
2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7.
Oh, dude.
8. 9, 10, 11.
All right, you've got me beat, but I have a bunch too.
12, 13.
Dang. I'm gonna bring some of mine over because they're really cute. Give me a second.
Erin's gone, but I'm still here, and she can't stop me. Support Uberosity on Patreon, and I guess follow this podcast too. Hi, Erin. I know you're going to listen to this later in the final cut. That's all I got. I'm trying to fill time now, right? This is staying in.
All right, we can. I don't know if you talked while I was gone, but we can cut for that.
Oh, I definitely did not talk.
Okay,
I
swag.
said
then
nothing
we'll cut
that
it.
You're going to have to listen to later.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, I got my little notebooks here. I want to show you. So for starters, here's I bought gel pens and stickers So I got like a whole set of them, and some of them are like color changing. And then I got some stickers, and I got
Hell
these.
yeah.
Yeah, I got these Hello Kitty ones. They're very cute. All right, so this is my new one that I'm very proud of. I didn't do anything. I just bought it. That I'm very happy with. It's an Animal Crossing one, and their art is so cute.
That's adorable.
I got it at a con. I have some boring ones. Hold up. This is a boring one. This is a boring one. This is a banana one that I've barely written in. This one looks like a unicorn. It's like a plush thing. This is the Fire Emblem planner for last year that I still have laying around. This one's rainbow. I got two more. This is my like main big planner right now because it's like a spiral thing. And then this one's my favorite. It's like one of my favorites. It's a Tommy Boy one. And it says, "Did you ever eat paint chips when you were a kid?" Which is a quote from the movie, but like a weird quote to put on the cover of a notebook.
That's not a quote I think of when I think of Tommy Boy 2. I love that movie.
Oh, dude, Tommy Boy's awesome. I love Chris Farley.
Yes. I'm still so sad that he wasn't able to be Shrek.
Oh, I know he's supposed to be Shrek. Oh, I have a shirt that has the like the motivational speaker sketch on it from SNL, the like van down by the river thing. Yeah, I love him. He's great. I watched, there's an Adam Sandler special on Netflix where he does like a song tribute to him. And we were watching it the other night, and I'd seen it before, and I started like bawling my eyes out. I was like, I'm crying, sad. Yeah. All right, good stuff.
The moral of the story is we are unhinged, and I am always tenuous seconds away from adding another notebook to my collection.
I have to stop myself when I'm in like Five Below.
That I can reach.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. I like that we added a fourth notebook segment.
The secret notebook section. Look how many pens I've got.
Oh, yes, dude.
I have so many.
We have very similar like planning brains.
Yeah. I really like my because like these notebooks are like I like make them into D&D stat sheets, so they're like really pretty. Like,
yeah,
I don't know how well they show up on the camera or whatever, but like,
I'm not gonna show any of mine because there's like it's usually like planning like projects that I'll never make or like to-do lists and stuff. But yeah,
I don't mind like showing off just like stat blocks people can't read because
D&D stuff's
anyways.
Cool. That's cool.
So that being said, we probably have exhausted our time for today. So make sure that you follow us here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Give us ideas for stuff to talk about, for stuff for our cinematic universe, for other segments that we could do. Follow us on Spotify and give us a rating there, or whatever podcast thing that you listen to that we have it on, because we're still getting everywhere.
Yeah. You can follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at appetizercast, and you can follow me at Erin MacDaddy and you at Moth Mancha.
That being said, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to tip your waitresses, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.